are going to be nice with us. And please, everyone, come back because we have a lot of questions to ask back to Mayfair. So we were going to talk about your business, how your business went in 2020,
Mhm.
and most particularly how how you manage to do all the, I mean, to see all the progress of the work that you've done, and if you also program stuff for 2020, and if it happened, basically.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think 2020 was obviously a crazy year for everyone.
For
So I
every
definitely planned some stuff that did not go to plan. But also, I think what's really important to recognize, like when we're also planning our year in terms of goals, particularly business, is not just to look at, okay, what do I want to achieve this year, but also to look at, I call it like how much life stuff is going on this year. And I plan in quarters. I don't know about anyone else here, but I plan in like 90-day increments. So I give like my next 3 months like a rating of how much life stuff is going on. So a one is like, life is really calm, nothing's crazy is going on. And a 10 is everything crazy is going on. Like I'm moving, I'm getting married. I don't know, like I'm getting a new job. So much is going on. I'll do that first, and then I'll plan my goals accordingly. So last year, if I was to give it a rating of how much life was going on, it'd be like an 8. I was studying for my law degree, we moved house, so much stuff, plus the pandemic. So because of that, I actually kept my business goals like pretty minimal. And my main strategy was asking, okay, what worked in 2019, both in terms of getting results for my clients and also in terms of revenue for me, getting money for myself with the least amount of effort on my part. So I could still get my clients results, but I wasn't, getting myself super stressed. So that was part of my strategy. So one of those for me was, yeah, like asking like who are the clients that I enjoy working with and what's the type of work that I enjoy doing, and then kind of maximizing on that. So for example, I started off by doing one-on-one coaching. So having a call like this with either one of you guys, and that was great. I enjoyed it, but I realized it took a lot of my energy.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do was reduce how much I was doing that. And also, I think sometimes it produces results when you have someone who's really focused and knows what they want. But for a lot of people, I found I was answering the same questions over and over again,
Again, yeah.
especially to people who wanted to start their coaching businesses. A lot of people came to me as a client because they wanted to start their coaching business and they were at university or whatever. So I thought, okay, is this the best use of my time to answer the same question 10 times and to charge someone quite a lot for my one-on-one time?
Yeah.
Probably not. So actually what I started doing was looking at, okay, where can I create like groups of people who want to know
Yes.
the same information? Because then it's beneficial to them because they're going to get it for a lower price. It's beneficial to me because it's taking up less of my energy. I don't have to, if I've got 10 people on a program, or if I've got 20 people on a program, it's not costing any more of me. And actually, sometimes the community element can help people to learn more. So that's
Yeah.
what I did in terms of helping people with questions like, how do I actually set up my coaching business? So that worked really well for me. I'm still kind of developing it. And then also in terms of the one-on-one side is getting more specific, like who do I really enjoy speaking to? Like who is the type of client that really fills me up? Because with coaching, it's your time as well, and it's an energy exchange. It's
Definitely.
not that people are bad or wrong, but there's certain conversations that you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so filled up when I have that conversations, and others where it's like, "Oh, actually, I feel really drained after that." So I started looking for more clients that made me feel energized, and maybe like reducing the clients that made me feel less energized, and creating different avenues for them to work with me. So that's a little bit about my strategy.
Okay,
What?
so these strategy that you just told us about, working with group rather than single people, was one of your strategy in 2020.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Okay, so you managed to do it, and it's working pretty much well, and you are planning to make it work even more in 2021.
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, wow, perfect. So, well done to that. I'm just gonna say again, welcome to our people. Welcome to Reveal. This is a 3-month program for daring entrepreneurs eager to reveal their full potential. And it's a 360-degree follow-up combined with fitness, nutrition, well-being, and entrepreneurship. So today I am with Alina, one of our coach. And Mayfair is our guest, a young woman, which is super entrepreneur. And yeah, she's telling about the work that she do, and she really likes. I mean, she really likes it. She really enjoys it, and it's how she talks about it. You can see that she's really eager and into her business as a really young professional, 22
Great.
years old. I thought it was 23 though, but it's fine. Soon. Um, so yeah, thank you very much for this business question that you answer pretty well, and I can see that you really had a lot of strategies for your for your 2020, and you managed to do it. So it's like a big A. You just said it
Yeah.
earlier, but you had a lot of A's in your personal life and also in your business, which is amazing. Alina, do you have another question for Mayfair?
Yes, so she already told us that she in 2020 the strategies and how organized she was. So she already worked. We can call it as she reinvented her business and
Mm.
thinking for the future, like okay, what's 2021 coming? And I assume you already taken action for that because you seem really organized. And when I heard you talking about like for the strategies and all that, I think we need to take notes from that because she gave us some gems, in the quarterly planning and all that. I'm taking notes now. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
um, yeah, and as an entrepreneur, did you find yourself like, okay, now this is a challenging period, and I think I should set my standards higher for
Mm.
myself and for my business. How did you find that? Did you set your standards higher, or did you say, oh, this is quite challenging, I don't know what I can do? And what was the attitude?
Yeah, good question. And again, so I should mention, um, business is my passion and coaching is my passion. But I actually did work for a while. Yeah, actually, it would have been 2020. So I got offered a role. It was a sales role, and it seemed like a really great option at the time because obviously with the virus going on, so many people were losing their jobs. Business, it was great, but it was still like uncertain. People obviously had less money. So I took this role, it was really well paid, but I think it kind of like almost like solidified how much I loved business because it is difficult. There are periods where it's just like, hard, you have high periods, you have low periods,
Yeah.
compared to like a job where maybe you have like a stable income. And I think kind of having that experience of being in a job where I had a stable income and comparing it to being in my own business where it wasn't always stable, but I went back to my business, it really solidified the fact that I love what I do. And I think that's what kind of kept me going. And that was my attitude within business is, okay, it's going to be hard sometimes, either globally because of pandemic or either personally because of something that's going on with me. But I think as long as I know that I love it, as long as I know there's nothing else I'd rather be doing, I can keep going with that. So that was kind of my attitude, and really reminding myself of why I started during those difficult times.
Let's ask also the people that are looking, if they, like what they do, and if they are really convinced that what they are doing is really what they want to be doing. So we
Mm.
want to hear about your experience as well. If you can please share with us your experience as well, would be great. Yes, Mayfair. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. I think it's a good question to think about because sometimes we can just like end up like going through the motions, but obviously periodically it's good to ask, okay, am I actually enjoying what I'm doing? Does it feel aligned for me? But yeah, that was like the main thing for me. There was like low points, but kind of having that experience of strangely having the certainty and having the opposite of what I wanted helped to solidify what I did want and kind of keeps me going in moments where it is difficult. Hope that kind of answers the question.
Alina?
Yes, and now can you share with us what went well and what was challenging for you in terms of staying on top and looking after yourself and after your well-being? And I assume that you incorporate any strategies, and I need to put in place some habits too, so I can make sure I'm staying active and healthy, because the way you feel and your physical health and mental health, they all related, and also they also have an impact on your business and your productivity. So it was challenging for you to stay active, well-being.
One really good question. I think for me, one thing that definitely didn't work was like waiting, because I almost had a point where I convinced myself, like, oh, do you know what? Like the lockdown will be over soon, things will be back to normal. So I'm just gonna like kind of survive, and then afterwards, like I'll get back to the gym, like I'll turn my life around, and that didn't work, because I've realized even like a month, you can always recover from anything, but even a month of kind of, for me anyway, not looking after my health, not exercising, does have an impact on everything else. Like you said, Alina, it all touches everything. Everything touches everything. So that's one thing that didn't work for me. Another thing kind of from that point was not adapting. So I think I spent time being like, okay, well, gyms are closed, so that's my favorite way to exercise. I'm just, not going to do it. But that doesn't work either, because it's like, if you want something bad enough, actually, sometimes you do need to adapt. So I'm not a massive fan of home workouts. But working out something that did work for me, or actually looking as someone that does workouts that I do enjoy, would have helped me a lot. And I think the third thing that didn't work, I'm going to go on to what did work, because some things did work. So the third thing that didn't work was, again, like this whole go big or go home thing. But that's me in general. Like, okay, if I'm going to the gym, I'm going to do everything right. But sometimes in lockdown, it was hard, because it was harder to maintain a healthy habit. So I think one thing that I did wrong was just forgetting the importance of just doing a little thing, even if I can't, do a home workout. Okay, make sure I drink 2 liters of water, or make sure I go out for a walk. So yeah, that's something that's really improved on, is not forgetting the power of just doing small healthy habits and building momentum that way. In terms of things that did work, this was more towards the actually 2021 than in 2020, was finally adapting and asking myself, okay, cool, so I can't do the thing that I really enjoy doing. What can I do that would feel like good for me? And for me, that was the bike. Like, I like feeling like I've actually sweated after a workout, and a lot of home workouts didn't really give me that. So, okay, what could I do? Got the bike. Another thing was making it easier for myself to pick healthy habits and things that made me feel good. So the meal prep made it easier to just like warm something up, compared to like getting a takeaway. Having a water bottle around me makes it easy. So if I'm thirsty, instead of getting a coffee or whatever, I know my water's there. Getting the bike inside my house, I literally have no excuse about the weather or anything.
Once again, we should ask our people looking at us what if their habits have changed during the lockdown. Is it the same as Mayfair? Did you had a really hard time trying to fit everything in, like the nutrition, going to the gym or going to a walk, doing some stuff with your kids or with your husband? How did it all went for you? We want to hear that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think,
would you say, Mayfair, that if you had like some people around you, like a team or a personal trainer helping you, going through those tough times, because they are not like normal times, thing that we are facing, all of us, even us as a trainer, it was hard sometimes, some days, but then after that, because of that mental side of things, we just always come back to where we were. So how would you feel to have that kind of help around you?
Yeah, I think 100%. Like it would have helped. I think it always helps, like having either community around you or experts around you. Because like you said, like if you're living your life, there's other things you're thinking about. So if I had someone around me who I knew, okay, this is the person that I go to if I have this question, who could actually help me to adapt faster as well.
Yeah.
Okay, this is still my goal. Doesn't mean we have to give up because, whatever, lockdown or the gym. No, okay, let's build a plan that can still get us there. So yeah, definitely, yeah.
Alina,
Well,
I have a lot of questions, but I just want to, give you the the space as well.
No, thank you. Well, I really need to say well done to Mayfair for staying and having this mindset of, okay, if this I can't do this anymore, what can I do to replace that, and and keep on track. And that's a huge one because of this mindset. And I can already see it's part of your lifestyle, and this should be for all of us, like training or exercising or just keeping active. How active was I today? Was I sedentary all week? I need to get moving. Although we were in lockdown, but you can still go for a walk and do something in your house. And I think Mayfair would be having someone to hold you accountable, maybe, or just give you directions. That will be helpful for you. That was from a coach, and saying, we can do better here, or we can add this. Can we do this? And do you think it fits you? So it doesn't have to be out of your way, because then we can set the habit of being better, making better. How can we make it better if it's out of your way?
Definitely.
But I like her mindset, and she's on track. I see her, and she got great potential.
So reveal your uniqueness. It's like really, I would say, because you use that word, I'm going to take the same word and say that, yes, it's a community of professionals that are around entrepreneurs that want to reveal their full potential. So yes, of course, we have this training part of it, training because we have some fitness trainers, me, Alina, and Hans. But we also have like a naturopath, which is going to see what goes inside of you, and if you have any, challenges with digestion or with other stuff, with your skin, with what your body is feeling. In general. So the naturopath is here to help you, like really feel better, and then the trainers are helping you to feel better inside and outside. And you also have that team of business that is going also to help you in your business, because all the businesses and as entrepreneur, we need some help around us, like we need like a cocoon around us. And this is really what I want to bring in that community of reveal your uniqueness, because I believe as an entrepreneur, we need to be healthy inside and outside, to be able to do the work that we want to do, like 100%, and I would say even 200%, because I'm sure when you see that you are working, sometimes if you're not working as well, it's because maybe you've ate something that you didn't feel okay, and you're like, oh no, today I'm not feeling so well. I don't know if you can relate to that. It's like, oh, today this is like a bad day because I didn't sleep well. Why? If you have maybe all those questions answered for you, or like a follow up with someone, like a trainer is not just someone that is telling you, oh, you have to eat this and that, and you have to go to the gym and do this and that 15 times and blah. No, a trainer is also someone that can tell you, okay, so we're gonna plan your month. Okay, do you have any birthdays coming up? Do you have a party? Okay, on those days we're gonna pay attention. We're gonna you can have what you want on that day. You will enjoy yourself, and then on the other day we're gonna come back on track. It's someone that is really with you all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if you can relate to that, but yeah, this is really what we want to bring to the table.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Mayfair?
Yeah, I definitely relate. Because I think, I mean, like you said, even from me, from a coach's perspective, I think that's the power of like having someone around you compared to like you can go on YouTube and type, okay, how do I do this? Or what do I eat in a day? Da, da, da. But when you have someone, can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. It's just Alina that we cannot hear. We lost her.
Oh, interesting. But yeah,
I'm
I think
sorry, I can't
having
hear.
someone who is alive and able to actually like talk to you is like a massive help because it is that like one-to-one attention, or even if something does go wrong, you have like a week off, having someone to actually be like, okay, cool, here's how you recover, or like here's how you don't stay in a rut and how we can pick back up. So I think it's really important, a really important aspect.
Mhm. Alina, are you back?
No, I'm sorry, I can't hear.
No.
My sound went off.
Yes, you are here. We can hear you.
Something is happening here.
We can hear you.
Yeah, if you can hear me, I'm so sorry, I can't hear you both.
Yes, we can.
I can chat.
So yeah, I don't know what you would feel about this
Can you hear
program.
me?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can hear you, Alina. Okay, now we lost. Okay. Okay, fine. So yeah, I really wanted to thank you, Mayfair, to come to talk to us. It was a real pleasure because I think it's important for people around us to see
Mm,
that we also have young women that does good stuff. Even though we are doing this live today in English and the previous one we've done them in French. I really wanted to have you on board and showcase your work and the way you're enjoying the what you do, and the fact that also well-being, fitness and nutrition and business is part of your life fully.
mm, yeah.
um, and yeah, it's important to talk about it. And maybe also some people would love to work with you, seeing the work that you do and the way that you're into it, passionate, so
Mm.
passionate. So thank you very much for that. I don't know if Alina is gonna come back.
No, thank you for having
um,
me. I really
thank you very much. I don't remember if you seen that quote that I put on top of your your invitation.
mm,
Yeah, the invitation board that I've done all this week. But
mhm,
I think this it's really a good quote that is working for a lot of entrepreneurs out there, and I think it really fits to you.
mm.
It really fits to you because you are one of a kind, and like I said, if you want to be normal when you can be unique, as reveal your uniqueness, why don't you, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's very true.
So thank you very much for coming on board. And Alina, I know you are trying to come back, but it's fine. Thank you very much for having us. We were at Reveal Your Uniqueness. If you don't know yet what it is, it's a program, a 3 month program for daring entrepreneurs eager to reveal their food potential. It's a 360 follow-up program combining sports, nutrition, well-being, and entrepreneurship. So thank you very much for listening to us, and we shall see us really soon. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Thank you, Mayfair.